Hello, welcome to New York Talk. It's been that long, I forgot what words were for a second then. Welcome, we're going to go through the fixture list, fixture release today, which I love fixture release day. It's very exciting. And then we're going to go through the Carabao Cup draw, which is sort of exciting, the Papa John's Trophy, which is not exciting at all. And we'll go through what has happened so far in the close season for Rotherham, which is nothing. But we'll talk about that as and when. As always, we always start with this. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe and like the video if you can as well. We would very much appreciate that if you can. And we have a full house. Nick and Ben are with us, hi guys.
Hello.
We had a Rotherham chat in like days, me and you.
That's because you've been doing the Monkeys Euro stuff. That's why. And it's we just feel a bit left out, don't we, Ben?
Yeah.
It's been good Euros. Before we start Rotherham, you enjoyed Euros?
Yeah, it's been all right.
I haven't
Miserable
really been watching it. I mean, I'm preparing for the season. I haven't really had time to finish.
Anybody thinking Ben's preparing for Rotherham United season? No.
No, I'm not preparing for that season.
Oh, Benjamin. So, let's talk about the fixture list. It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? It's not the fixture list we wanted to see, is it, this season? Let's be fair. But,
No.
It's... looking through it and looking at some of the teams in there, this is going to be a tough season. This is going to be a tough season. And to be fair, and I mean, obviously, I don't know whether... I'm assuming that you saw the news that the EFL released at 11:30 last night under the cover of darkness.
No, I haven't seen it.
Crazy.
The bottom line is that the League One fixtures, the Championship fixtures, are all provisional at the moment because there may potentially be a swap between Derby County and Wickham, depending on the outcome of who knows what.
That lawsuit. There's still a lawsuit in there going on.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So the way I understand it, for what it's worth, is that this independent panel have adjudged that Derby have broken the rules, and they've fined them £100,000 and given them a reprimand. Basically told, don't be naughty boys and girls and don't do it again. Now, the EFL statement says that both Derby County and the EFL are able to appeal this decision. And after that, they then say that what I've just said there about the fixtures being provisional, based on the fact that Wickham may replace Derby and Derby may replace Wickham. So the statement for me means that you've got to read between the lines, unless I'm being a bit thick. Derby have also got to submit 4 years worth of restated accounts to the EFL. So either the EFL know what's in those accounts, or they are going to appeal.
Or no, they are going to appeal.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to appeal because the reason that Derby were found guilty in the first place is because the EFL appealed the original decision, which was that they'd been found nothing. Original independent commission. So the decisions aren't made by the EFL because the EFL are technically not independent. The EFL is run by clubs, so they have to have an independent adjudicator in to decide on things, and punishments, blah 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 blah. And this is what they did. They found them not guilty. The EFL appealed it, went to a separate independent commission, which found that Derby were guilty. This independent commissioners fined them £100,000, and the EFL will appeal to another independent committee, which will probably add on a points deduction, which is where we're at.
We could have stayed up if Wickham didn't win.
Well, it's frustrating because it's all right saying Wickham will stay up, which is fine. That's how the league team finished. But if we all went into the last game of the season and Derby had 3 points less, things would have played out differently.
Yeah, could have done.
There's no question about it. Wickham won that last game of the season. Don't get me wrong, beating Mill's last game of the season is a fantastic result. if they needed to get a win and Middlesbrough knew that Wycombe needed to get a Middlesbrough would have played differently. It would have played out differently.
Yeah.
But if Wycombe stay up instead of Derby, that would be quite fair. So
Well,
I wouldn't have a massive problem with that.
I mean, the bottom line is, the reason I mention it is that no matter what happens, if Derby come down, that's another team that's going to be spending money that they haven't got to keep them to get themselves back up. Much like Sunderland are going to do, Ipswich are going to do, Wednesday are going to do. You know, all these other teams that all these other massive clubs that are down there. You know, they're all going to continue to spend money and live beyond the means in the hope that they can get back to the Championship, which is potentially going to cause us a problem. And that's why I mention it more than anything else. It's likely to have an impact on us potentially this coming season, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I think I don't think it'll have a massive impact on us now. Wednesday ain't got two pennies to rub together, have they?
No, that's true. Actually, yeah.
But then they're rejecting £1 million for Josh Windass for some reason. I don't know why. How they're rejecting £1 million. Don't know. It's funny though.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the fixture list. I'm going to try and share my screen so we can all have a goosey gander at the fixtures together from the fixture page. I assume we can all see that.
Yeah.
So we're starting off against Plymouth. Key fixtures are first home game of the season. Plymouth. Ben, we're at home on the first day of the season. How exciting! It's like the first time since 2016 that we've been at home.
Wow. Yeah, are we going to be in the stadium?
I would be amazed. You look at what's happening with these tester events. You look at Silverstone in 2 weeks' time. They're getting 140,000 people in.
Yeah.
So things are looking good for me, in my opinion.
That's very good. I just want to be in again, to be honest. That's all I'm bothered about.
Yeah. That's why I've got first ones at home. I mean, Plymouth fans will probably be sick as dogs. First game they can go to in a year. And it's a 7-hour drive.
The problem for Plymouth is that every match apart from Portsmouth is a 7-hour drive, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cheltenham can't be far away.
Where?
Cheltenham?
It's a fair trek from Plymouth.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Everywhere's a fair trek, like you said, from Plymouth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you get more south?
Exeter, I think.
Yeah.
Not sure. Can't remember.
Yeovil? Is Yeovil down there? Or is that me being an idiot?
Well, the way.
Yeovil's down there, yeah.
Oh,
okay. What about Torquay?
Yeah, that's down there as well.
Wow.
Okay. Who's going to keep saying that?
Yeah, that's down there as well.
So hopefully we get a fullish house on the first game, Saturday the 7th against Plymouth. That'd be really good. First away game, Mick. I know again it's an away game, but as we pointed out on Twitter, I think the RUFC, it's a big ground. It's a big away attendance. If it is 100% capacity, there'll be a few thousand Rotherham fans going.
Well, assuming that away fans are allowed to travel, that's, it depends, doesn't it? Very much depends on what's going to happen in the next month or so in terms of our restrictions are lifted and everything else. I suspect, I might be wrong, but I suspect that football may well be with a bit of a poor relation, aren't we? We're not Royal Ascot, we're not a major sporting event in terms of how it's viewed by some. Yeah. So I suspect that it's going to end up being a staged return, and I suspect the last stage of that will be away supporters. I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I we'll see. Easy trip again as well.
Yeah, exactly. Morecambe on a Tuesday night is not ideal. I wouldn't want to go to Morecambe on a Tuesday night. It's difficult for a lot of people. But then this next run of fixtures, 2 South Yorkshire derbies in a row: Sheffield Wednesday 21st, Donny Rovers 28th. If we get through first round at Carabao Cup, which we'll also come on to, there may be a game sandwiched in between there as well.
Yeah.
But even going further on, Mick, Lincoln away the game after that. Fleetwood at home, they think they should be up there. Bolton game after that, who they think they're going to be up there.
Fleetwood think they should be up there.
Well, not last season, the season before. They were in playoffs.
Well, not last season, season before. What happened last season?
Joy Barton.
Only as good as last season, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They think they're going to be up there. I'm not saying they are.
Who don't know in July?
Yeah, this league.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
I seem to remember this time last year, I predicted us the finishing sixth in Championship. So everybody's got a.
Yeah, but there's a difference between thinking Fleetwood might challenge for the playoffs and thinking Rotherham might go up from Championship.
No, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced it's such a massive difference, to be honest. But there you go.
I can't imagine Fleetwood in Championship. Have they ever been in there?
Who?
Fleetwood. Have they ever been in Championship? I can't.
No, this is their highest ever league. They're quite new to football league, aren't they? Fleetwood.
Yeah.
But they've pumped a reasonable amount of money in. They've not pumped millions and millions in, but for the club their size, they've pumped a lot of money in. Which is, well, you look at teams in League Two pumping more than that in Salford. Salford come up, their type of team that'll push further on as well, aren't they? But Sheffield Wednesday and Donny 2 games in a row, Ben, both at home 2 weeks in a row. August could be, it's all ifs and buts, but if fans are back in, August could be a bloody brilliant month.
It looks like his best month, to be honest with you.
It does, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. If away fans are in, I'm not sure about that game, to be honest, Wednesday. Because they always seem to win at our place. But they haven't got Nuhu.
True.
So I don't think they'll score. I don't know. I always look forward to it, and then I don't at the same time. If fans are in, I'm not looking forward to it because they'll score in last minute again. But then we'll score in last minute against Donny. So it all makes it all turns out nice.
True. Very true. The key dates we always look out for are obviously Boxing Day. Again, you would assume fans are back in by then, but who knows? Accrington away on Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Again, mate, the fixture list this season, mate, I don't always work, but the fixture list this season is looking, the key dates are looking really kind.
They are, yeah. They are. Boxing Day away at Accrington should be a good day out. Should be a really good day out for everybody. That looking forward to that. And we got Stanley again, haven't we, in League Cup?
Cup. Yeah.
And then again, oh no, never mind. I thought we had him 5th of February. We got him 5th of. I thought we had him 5th of January. Yeah, I thought we had him 5th of January. That's
right. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. But again, Christmas period, Accrington, then Lincoln, which again should be a tough game if they continue. Bolton again, which will be a tough game. The Donny game is the FA Cup third round weekend, so that one, although that's a big game marked in his calendar, that will probably get moved. You'd assume that one of us will get through to the third round, all being well.
Yeah. Well, we do really well getting through to third round, don't we? Really?
Yeah, I gotta say we got.
We always get to third round.
We do well in the Championship.
We get to the third round.
We did last time in League One.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
When we beat Solihull.
Yeah, that's true.
Convincingly 4-3.
Yeah.
The return fixture of Piggies, it always seems in February, March, 12th or 13th of February for that one. And that last month, Ben, I think the last month, April, looks really tough. Pompey should be up there, Charlton should be up there, Ipswich should be up there, Burton, you never know, Oxford should be up there, Gillingham, if Steve Evans is still there, could be up there.
Really?
Oh, tough month.
All of them?
What do you mean, all of them?
Not all of them. Gillingham, really? Meek said this to me earlier. We'll probably send them down last game. That's what I said. They're not going to be up there.
If we relegate them, Steve Evans still won't be there.
What? No. But what was I going to say? About Robertson, I thought he left because he wanted to get Championship football.
So did Ryan Williams and John Taylor.
Yeah. Well, he's following the right footsteps because they all worked out perfectly, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, Anthony Ford as well. He left the Championship football. He's still at Oxford.
Yeah.
Is he still playing?
What, Anthony Ford?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at Oxford, which is where Ryan Williams has now gone to as well.
Yeah. Good old Carl. Is Carl still there? Have they sacked him yet?
No, he's still there.
No, let's look forward to that then. Shall look forward to abusing Carl Robinson when he gets down to New York.
Do you know what the bad thing is about being in League One? We might have Kettle.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that, Ben. I mean, we're not even in August yet, and you've peed all over my optimism. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, you're right. you're right. We will have Kettle at some stage. I'm sure we're not going to escape him.
We did last time.
I think did we?
No, we didn't. No, did we?
I'm pretty sure last time, not the time before last time we got him. But I don't know him last time.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Right, then.
I mean, ultimately, we know what to expect from the officials in League One, and I'm damn sure it'll be better than what we've had to put up with this season. So, absolutely positive it will be.
Well, famous last words.
Come on, mate. Fair comment, but it can't be that bad. Can't possibly be that bad, surely.
I'm pretty sure Graham Salisbury still referees.
Listen, if it's anything
I think that game at Scunthorpe from 2 years ago is still going on with injury time is played.
What Wednesday one? Because I'm sure that's still playing. They haven't scored yet, have they? Wait for
down in England.
Down in England. Is he the one that headbutted Alan Judge?
No, that's a different one. Yeah, Drysdale.
I mean, if it's I know you do Monkey Show. If anything like the Euro refereeing or some of the Euro refereeing on VAR, then it's in for not less than a treat.
To be fair, coming off wrong topic, Euros refereeing for the most part has been outstanding. For the most part, it's been absolutely brilliant.
Check Croatia with a penalty. Russia Denmark was a penalty that went to VAR allegedly. No,
I haven't seen that one.
Russia paying him off. No, because he went to VAR for about 2 seconds, didn't he? We were watching it. Well, is that gone to VAR? Oh yeah, it's been checked. I didn't see replay yet.
But that's better.
I never trust Russia. Never trust Russia. No offense to any Russians. Some Russians. I don't want to offend anyone.
Stop digging, Ben. And stop digging.
That Russian guy that does the blog, doesn't he?
Okay.
That Russian guy that does it about.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't want to offend it, but I like him. But
I think what you're talking about is people in charge of football, Russian officials.
Yeah.
I've been known in the past to be less than honest.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think for the most part the Euros has been really good, but it has tailed off. Last set of group games there were some poor refereeing decisions, but that couldn't be further away from the type of stuff that we're going to see next season. Could not be further away, could it?
No. I mean, as Chris Page is saying here on YouTube, got old Trevor Kettle in charge at Wednesday game.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine what that would be? Just carnage, wouldn't it? It would be carnage.
It's more like to get the Plymouth game. It's been 18 months since we allowed into football, and the first game back that we get is Trevor Kettle in charge.
Yeah,
that'd be so typical.
Oh God, yeah.
A-Star doesn't think we'll get third round either. We've got a good record getting to third round. Very good record.
Yeah, like could be championship. Like I say, it's not that.
I mean, previously we got to third round last time. The time before we didn't because we didn't. But,
I remember getting to the third round and losing to Oxford when they were in League Two, I think. Lord.
We lost to Aldershot in third round when we were in League Two. That were a comical one.
Let's not go down this road, please.
It could be worse, Ben. You could have gone to that game.
Yeah.
Me and Mick did.
Yeah, that was horrendous day out. But anyway. I mean, FA Cup's a long way away, isn't it? So we need to get off to a good start to the season. And to be fair, none of us really can guess or even put sort of an educated guess as to how the season's going to go, how it's going to start.
No.
Everything, everywhere, transfer-wise, has been very, very quiet. I don't think anybody has really made many signings, if any. Clearly, we haven't yet. Whether we do, whether we don't, we'll have to wait and see. But obviously, the usual panic will be setting in on social media, I imagine. I've not been on, to be honest with you, but I'm sure we'll be.
That's a lie. I know that's a lie. I remember talking about it with you.
Oh, thanks for grassing.
Very shortly before the podcast started, actually.
Yeah, well, whatever. But yeah, I mean, things have not got moving yet, have they?
No.
The players are back. Not been back very long, but they are back, I think.
Players?
Are they not? I don't know.
I wouldn't have thought so, no.
I think they are, yeah. I've seen something. Barry Bannon said they were back on Wednesday, or Monday.
It's
Wednesday,
different for different
Wednesday.
teams, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, when Wednesday came back on Monday, knocking on Chansiri's door to see if they'd pay him any wages. That's why they came back early.
Yeah.
You see what he said about in that interview?
Bannon, about it not being a very nice place to be.
Yeah, it's not really what he went captain saying.
No, to be fair, he's still there. He could have thrown toys out at court and demanded to leave. And
well, $10,000 a week, why wouldn't you?
Well, I don't think it's not on that anymore. Well, even if he is, he's not getting paid it. He could be on $100,000 a week. He ain't getting paid.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
So, yeah. I think we're playing Wednesday at a good time. I think you want to play teams like Wednesday early on in season because Darren Moore's going to take time to settle. I think they're pretty sure they're in the same boat as us. They haven't signed anybody. Yeah. And again, knowing
any money.
Looking at, well, I think they might still be under embargo because they haven't filed their accounts.
Oh, that's embargo. Yeah.
Darren Moore strikes me as.
He would be writing down his notepad, just making up accounts, won't he? On an Excel spreadsheet or something.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't done anything in yet.
Darren Moore strikes me as the kind of guy who wants to get stuff done early. A lot of his players clearly don't want to be there. Windass has been linked away. There's a few other players been linked away. I'm surprised they haven't moved quicker than they have because they need a big overhaul. Whereas us, if we're not going to sell players, we're pretty set. We don't really need to make 10 changes.
No.
But Sheffield Wednesday do need to make several changes.
Who's gonna go? Who's gonna want to go? Like who's want to retired players who just want to volunteer? It's volunteer work at the end of the day, isn't it? It's not getting paid.
Yeah, I suppose it's a bit like that charity work, innit, I guess. So from looking down at that list and that fixture list in terms of who we think are going to be the danger teams this season, based on absolutely nothing, Matt, what are you thinking?
I mean, I could probably give you about 10 teams who I think will be up there. The amount of teams is just ridiculous. So I'm going to say Wednesday, although that relies on them getting their act together, which is unlikely. Wigan will be up there. Lincoln could be. Bolton probably will be. Charlton almost definitely will be. Portsmouth probably will be. You'd be surprised if Wickham aren't. Sunderland will be. Ipswich will be. Oxford will be. Accrington could be, depending on they'll find another gem from National League North or something stupid like that. How many teams is that? That's not including us yet.
I think that's basically most of the division, isn't it? You've picked there. So
yeah, it's mad. I'm surprised how strong it is. Ipswich is spending a lot of money. Ipswich will linked with Crooksey, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is mad. I'd be disappointed if he went there. I'd be very disappointed.
Yeah, I would as well because it's just a sideways move, and if he is going to get a move, then he needs to move up, not sideways. You know, and I mean, I don't know what Ipswich's financial situation is at the moment, and I know they've had well, it will be because they've got a new chairman and everything else, but you know, it depends how much financial fair play kicks in. If it probably doesn't even apply in this league, I don't know.
It's gone now. They brought it in and they got rid of it, haven't they?
Yeah. So I mean, there's no restrictions on, you know, people running about like a man with no arms with a brilliant whatever. Ultimately, they'll come crashing down for most of them, won't it? Like it has done. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. There's a lot more derbies to come. I don't mean local derbies. I mean derby counties.
Yeah. Ben, what are your thoughts? I know you only look at what's right in front of your face, so I don't imagine you looked at League One from last season.
No, that's what I've been doing.
What's your thoughts?
It's so hard to tell about watching games. I don't want to say someone and then they go down. Because I thought Wigan would be.
Why? That's funny.
It's not funny. Makes me like an idiot.
That's funny.
That's what he said.
Not funny. Probably Pompey. I hope they're not, but I think they will be. For Clark Robertson's sake, I hope they're not. Oxford will be. I hope they're not. For Van Williams' sake.
No, for Carl Robinson's sake.
Carl Robinson's sake, but secretly
Carl.
Van Williams. Ipswich, obviously. Sunderland? I can't believe Blackpool went up, by the way. That's mad. But
Is it?
Well, they seem like a small club. I don't know why. I know they're not.
They're in Premier League.
I know, but in my knowledge, they're a small club, and I don't know why. Because they weren't
in your lifetime.
In my lifetime, Sunderland probably. League One's always a hard league. League One's always 10 points between 15th and 5th. So I'm quite excited, to be honest. See where we line up against everyone.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. Be interesting to see. Like I say, I think Wickham are going to be a danger. Although, to be fair, the way that they play suits the Championship better than it suits this league.
Wickham?
Yeah. I was really, really, really disappointed in Wickham last season. Hugely disappointed. Just because of the way that they played.
Got results. Almost got results.
Hey, listen,
it was hilarious.
Effective.
You didn't think it was hilarious, did you?
For long. Not at the time, but it's not going to work for long.
No.
Not for long.
Yeah, it was done for a purpose, weren't it? It was done for survival, and thankfully it didn't work for him.
True. Football, you know what I mean? Football life is not 1 year. So I don't know what next year does, especially that year, because it's not going to get you much more money. But
it's quite rare. It's quite rare a team like Wickham goes up. If they don't stay up, when they come down, they tend to drop. Yeah. You look at Burton, or you look at Yeovil.
Not Charlton.
Not Charlton. Not Charlton. There are other teams. Even
MK Dons.
We tend to MK Dons. They stayed down. When Donny came down last time in the Championship, they dropped again to League Two.
Sheffield did it.
Sheffield from Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult for teams like that because what we can say as a Rotherham United is if you come to us, there's a good chance we'll get you in Championship. A good chance. What Wickham are saying is, and this is not a disrespect to Wickham because I thought what they did were amazing, their chances of them going back up is average at
amazing.
Best. The fact they got to Championship were amazing.
The fact they got into Championship and stayed there was amazing. Not the way they did it was amazing, but the fact I thought you said the way.
Stop being a football snob.
I'm not being a football snob. You just didn't play football. It wasn't football, was it? It was.
In your opinion, it wasn't football.
My opinion, it wasn't football. But if it's
no, I mean, I need to take issue with you there, Ben. To be honest with you, I mean, for the 10 minutes out of the 90 that Ball were in play, it was football. You know what I mean? So you've got to be fair. You've got to,
I know the game's about winning and that, but I don't know how anyone can play in that system and feel like they're achieving anything. It just baffles me because it's not. You're not competing in any way. You're just hanging on for dear life and hoping that something happens. Well,
it almost worked, and it may still end up working.
It may still end up working, and listen, if you want to do that, do that. I'm just saying, I don't know how anyone can enjoy playing in that, but different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean?
I like it. But I always surprise him up there again. But there's always a surprise team. You look at Wickham, you look at Shrewsbury, you look at Leyton Orient. The years that we were up there, there is always a surprise package in League One. Almost always. So it'll be interesting to see how that is. The teams that have come up are not going to trouble, other than Bolton, are not going to trouble. Cambridge are not going to trouble top end. Morecambe certainly aren't going to trouble top end. Who else come up?
No idea. That's how much interest that. Were it Crew?
No, they were already up there, weren't
they? Yeah, of course they were. Yeah. Don't know. Can't help you. Can't help you on that one. Cheltenham.
Cambridge. Cheltenham, of course we were. Cheltenham, Cambridge, Bolton, and Morecambe. Yeah, Cheltenham are going to be enough. I think it's their first season ever at this level. I think.
Really?
If it's
Cheltenham.
If it's not their first, it's one of their first. They're not often at this level. They're a small club, to be fair.
Yeah.
Cambridge as well, aren't
they? Cambridge had some good days back in the day.
Like what with that rowing race or whatever for uni.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They got a good university, is what I heard.
Oh, that's all right. Well, it weren't that good when I was there.
Ben, is your panic setting on transfer window yet, or are you just okay?
I mean, when does the window end? When does it end?
31st of August.
I mean, it's as we're recording, the 24th of June. Last time I checked, that's 2 months. I mean,
last time we checked.
Do I need to explain why I'm not worried?
Okay. I mean, I could have done some research and told you how many signings we'd made by now this time last year, and we had definitely made some signings.
What happened last year?
All right, the season before, we definitely made signings by now.
I'm just saying, what happened last year? Yeah, it is what it is. We won't let one person, two people go. So
I think 3 now. Sean McDonald's gone into as well.
3.
By the looks of it.
Yeah.
Good crew, hasn't it?
Yeah. So
good move for him, Matt.
It's a good move for him, yeah. He's coming back towards the back end of his career. Matt Alessandro decided he didn't want to stay into, which is fine. Don't blame him if he wants to move on. He's capable of playing at a higher level. I don't know whether has he gone somewhere. I don't know. I think he's signed anywhere yet.
He's been linked with Preston.
Yeah,
that's what I've seen.
He was playing with Ben Wiles, Coyote. Is he? Oh, Southern Cooper. Is that his name?
Yeah, keep a defender.
Yeah, and they were all playing together. I seen it on. Who did I see it? I can't remember his Instagram. So
playing what? Football?
Yeah, they just finished the workout or whatever. So
yeah. You got to bear in mind when Alessandro came, the rumours are he was on not much money. The rumour I've seen is like 800 quid a week or something like that, which professional football is not really much money. So what's going off here?
He's at church.
Is that you, Mick?
What?
Yeah.
It's Mick then, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
you're messing around with your New York Talk bottle, aren't you? I made a ding.
Might be. Apologies, I can't hear anything. I've got my headphones on.
Everybody else heard it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah. I'm pretty much the same boat in terms of signings. I'm concerned about the outgoings. Not who has already gone, but if we are going to lose Crooksy, Smith, whoever else, we need to replace them. And the worst thing we can do is replace them on 31st of August. Or replace all 3 of them.
Do you actually think that this conversation's not happened? Do you think that down at New York Stadium or at Roundwood, one is sat there in his office planning next training session, assuming that everybody's going to be here, and then one day somebody's going to walk in on 30th of August and go, "Oh, well, Smithy's gone to Middlesbrough for 1.2 million," and he's going to go, I didn't think that was going to happen. I mean, it's not, is it?
There's obviously been plans in place.
Of course there is, and they're going to be working on it, aren't they?
You don't want to integrate somebody or multiple people after the season's already started. Because New York Championship clubs there's a massive knock-on effect in transfers. It relies on Ben White, for example, he's going to Arsenal 50 million quid. That's going to be a catalyst.
Million? Oh my Lord.
He's a kid, isn't it? It's worth it.
Well, we don't know. You're saying paid off potential.
You're buying potential, yeah.
Buying potential. Right. What?
Anyway, that's a knock-on effect. Because Arsenal are spending 50 million quid to Brighton, and Brighton will spend 30 million quid on a couple of players, which means Birmingham, for example, will be able to spend 5 million quid on somebody because they've got transfer revenue, which means it's just a knock-on effect. It needs a big transfer. The Euros don't help. Contrary to popular belief, the Euros do affect little clubs like us because of that knock-on effect of transfers. If Harry Kane ends up going, that's going to have a knock-on effect because there's 120 million in somebody's back pocket, which they've got to spend.
We're going to speak about that deal. We're going to speak about that deal about how 100 million, really?
For the best striker in the world? Yeah, if you want.
These last 3 games have showed that perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that what we do? We judge people in 3 games. Is that what we do?
3 games, you're not as good as your last game.
No, you're not.
Why not?
You just said a minute ago you're good as your last season.
Yeah. You're only as good as your last game. You're only as good as your last game. But it is what it is, isn't it? I'm not that nice. So
in terms of Harry Kane, if he gets fit, then it might be worth a punt from Man City's point of view. but until he gets fit,
he's guaranteed goals. He has missed goals.
He's scored
And a
like
team
Euros,
like City-
to be fair, hasn't he? I've just played 90 minutes basically every game.
For a team like Man City, he's just Pep Guardiola he's Aguero standard. I don't care what you say. You laugh or you went. He is Aguero standard.
Yeah,
and that's
he
what they're
was.
looking to replace.
He was before lockdown, but I don't know. He must not be fit. I don't know how he'd fit into that system though. Because
He won the Golden Boot
when
in the Premier League this season. He won Golden Boot.
did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He scored 180. He scored 180 goals in 260 appearances in his career.
Listen,
He's a goal machine.
speaking as a Rotherham United fan, if he's not going to do it for England, I'm not interested. And he's not going to do it for England, is he?
well, no, I mean,
Never know.
never.
There's
He
a
kind
week
of
to work-
said,
there's
"I'm not
a
going
week
to
to work on that.
He's had 2 weeks to work on it and a full season. And I'll be honest with you, his performance has been akin to something like what's his face, my favourite midfielder of all time, Jason Taylor. That's what it is. I mean, what's he done?
Such an England
Ward.
fan.
Danny Ward.
Such an England fan.
Yeah, such an England. Why
He has 3 bad games and he's a donkey.
Well, no.
I
This
didn't
is
say
the
that.
problem. Because in our tournament, we might only have 5 games. If you play bad for 3 of them, you've had a crap tournament. That's a fact.
Okay. I mean, this is a completely different chat, but we have not created chances for him. We've not created any chances for him at all. You look at Ronaldo's got 5 goals.
From 2 yards out. And
You mean the one that we're completely off balance with, and he ended up running into post because he tried that
I
hard
thought
to
he was a
score?
world-class striker.
He's not perfect.
Hardy just scored it.
No, definitely wouldn't.
Oh, what Vardy? No. I'm not getting into that argument. I love Vardy.
You can love Vardy, but Kane's better. Kane is the best striker in the world at the minute, no doubts.
Wow.
Just got 3 bad games, that don't make him a bad striker. He is elite level.
Huge claim from Matthew there in corner.
Should we bring it back to Rotherham?
Yeah, he can do.
We're going to talk about the Carabao Cup and Johnson's Paints, or Papa John's, whatever we call it nowadays. Briefly, should we chat about the interviews we've done over the past couple of weeks, Mick, because Ben hasn't taken part in them. I think we should thank the players that came on and took part, because
Yeah.
I hope everybody who watched and listened enjoyed it, because I thought it was great.
Yeah. Definitely. Is that it? Yeah.
Thanks, cool.
No, I mean it's been great. Carrie Arneson was really kind and sort of setting the ball rolling, and what a fantastic bloke and really interesting to speak to, and that then led on to Ben Pringle, who, despite the sound quality of the of some of it, was even funnier. Sorry, Carrie, but yeah. So yeah, I mean those two are definitely worth a listen, and then Michael O'Connor came along and added the cherry on the top in terms of the Steve Evans era and how that panned out. So yeah, definitely well worth a listen, all of them.
Yeah, and then the Auto Windscreen Shield final, part 1, and probably 2 parts on that one, with Trevor Berry, Neil Richardson, and Andy Roscoe. Blasts from the past. And it was great, just with all 3 of them together. They just sort of bounced off each other, and it was just great, wasn't it?
To be fair, there could have been 4 parts, because it took us about 45 minutes to get them ready to stop them talking long enough so we could push record. So yeah, but they were brilliant, absolutely brilliant to talk to, and hopefully we'll get them all on individually at some stage in another close season. Because they've all got a story to tell and some interesting stuff, particularly from that Auto Windscreen Shields run. So yeah, which I guess probably takes us on to the whatever it's called Cup, because I think that's how it was referred to pretty much all the way through that interview, weren't it, with those 3? The whatever.
Yeah. You had 3 players that won the tournament, and they all sort of agreed that the way the tournament's changed now is not what they would want to play in. Obviously, you would have to play in it. But the change to bring the under-21s teams in has, for me, completely devalued it. I watched the draw today because I was at home and I didn't have anything else to do. I wouldn't have made time in my schedule to watch the draw. When FA Cup draw, I'm watching FA Cup draw.
Yeah.
Papa John's Strawberry literally couldn't care less. Ben, we've drawn Scunny, Donny, and Manchester City under 21s again.
No. Manchester City. No,
Well,
21s. But they were Aguero playing in the last one. Like, it's so pathetic.
I don't think Aguero played.
No, it weren't Aguero. Who were it? If for Chelsea, it was like Batshuayi.
Batshuayi played for Chelsea. Yeah.
I mean, it's hilarious, isn't it?
It'd be hilarious if it weren't. It'd be hilarious if it weren't taking away League One and Two league players' opportunities.
Yeah,
and that's what he's doing.
I just put under 15s out. There's no really point, is it? Just I'm not even going to watch it. I'm not going to go to it. Put under 15s out. Get him out of the way.
The thing about it is, not only is it taking away the opportunity for some League One and League Two players to potentially play at Wembley, it's also taking League One and Two players away from League One and Two clubs. Because what happens is, you get the likes of Manchester City, the likes of Chelsea, these big six who all wanted to disappear off into Europe not 3 or 4 weeks ago, and ended up getting hit with a huge fine. What they do, all they're doing is hoovering up as many players as they possibly can, stockpiling them, hardly ever playing them, so now they're getting a chance to have a run out, when those players could be filtered down the leagues either through the loan system or through permanent moves. And that would increase the quality of the leagues all the way down. But no, we don't do it. We don't allow that to happen. And again, so the EFL have just capitulated a little bit and allowed them to put their reserve teams, because that's what it is. It's not under 21s. It's the reserve teams ultimately, into a tournament which is going to stop potentially League One and Two players a chance of possibly their only chance ever to play at Wembley, which is just typical EFL, isn't it? It's just typical. It's
took crowds away. And I know the crowds we didn't get many crowds anyway at those type of competitions. But I remember we went to York away on a Tuesday night in that competition, Hartlepool away, Fleetwood away in that cup run. And they were really good away days. Quite a lot of fans went for a Tuesday night game. Quite a lot of fans went, and it was good. The cup run itself was really, really good. We'll probably go to some of them. I think me and somebody else went to the Manchester United game last time, which was pointless because you're playing against kids who are better than we are. But if they're already better than we are, then why are we playing them? Because then that's not helping the development. The whole point is to help the development. If they're already brilliant, what are we doing? It's not helping them.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's just embarrassing, really. But whatever.
Yeah. But again, if you take that as a group, let's say we took Man City away and we end up with a group with Donny and Scunny in. That's a good group. If there were two properly competitive games, it's a local derby with Donny. I know it's a cup game, so it's not taken as seriously. Scunny's not far. No. Talking probably two decent enough crowds, which people will go and watch.
Yeah.
And now, if there's 2,000 fans at each of those games, I'd be amazed. If there's 2,000 combined, I'd be slightly surprised.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Whatever.
Carabao Cup, that is Accrington Stanley at home. I don't know when that's played. I haven't checked when that's played. I think it's normally after the first game of the season, isn't it?
It's Tuesday the 10th.
Game of the season.
10th of August, I think.
Yeah, which is the Tuesday after.
Yeah.
Again, for a cup game, Ben, which don't really... It's a good game to sort of test. We know what Accrington are like in League One. It's a good test, Accrington in Cup.
Yeah, like you said, it's just a feel out for what they are. I don't think it's a game to be taken seriously. We're not going to win the tournament. I don't even know what tournament. What tournament is it? Like what is
Carabao.
it? No, what's the actual name? What was it before Carabao Cup?
It's a League Cup.
Is it League Cup?
It's a League Cup.
Basically,
Cup, Capital One Cup.
Capital One. Wow.
Worthington.
Johnson's Paint?
No, that were Papa John's. That is Papa John's.
I don't know the format of any of these. I don't know FA Cup. I don't... Listen, it's all just ego boosts for Big Six because you get to kick...
The League Cup is a very historic tournament we once got to the final of.
Really?
Really? What?
The Carabao Cup.
Are you a Rotherham fan?
I thought we won Papa John's.
Yeah, we did, but we got to the final of the League Cup in 1960.
Really? With Premier League teams?
60-61 against Villa.
Really?
I'll be honest, mate. You're making people think you're not a Rotherham fan because this is well-known knowledge.
We lost 3-2 over 2 legs, and Jack Grealish won 3 penalties.
I bet it's right annoyed you how well he played on the night, Mick, hasn't it?
No.
What?
He didn't.
He's electrifying. He's this, he's that. What? He has one touch. Come on, man.
Don't even go there.
I think you've been brainwashed, man. I'm not going to lie.
Absolutely.
In this media.
Well, against Czech Republic, the third game.
Yeah, we were alright.
Yeah. He were very good.
Right.
Yeah.
Borden were better in first game.
Possibly.
There were better players on pitch.
No,
there were much better players on the pitch with Saka and the like. I thought Saka were outstanding. I thought Grealish were bang average, quite frankly. I'm being honest.
I thought you were right.
We were right. And I can't understand why everybody's, I'm trying to think of a polite way of putting it, banging on about this assist that he's provided for a goal, a pinpoint cross that came off toe-end defender. You know what I mean? It's just. I'm sorry.
He's a good player. He shows glimpses, but the thing is, this is not what it is Rotherham related, kind of. But I do like him. That's a lie. I do want to like him. I want to like him, right? Because he looks like he's a good player, but you can't tell if he's a good player because nobody can get near him because he just goes down, so you can't tell. And I want to like him because it looks like he could be a good player, but I just can't say he's a good player when he just can't go near anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. He's improved that side of his game. We're going completely. He has improved. It's not his. He's still trying to do more fouls than he should, but he has improved.
Not as bad as he were in Championship, but he's still bad.
Yeah, he has. Back on the Millers, Ian Bradley. What do you guys? 2 South Yorkshire derbies before the end of August. Wow. I'm quite excited on the condition we're there. If we're not there again, it just becomes a couple of games we're watching and I follow again. Yeah. It's really important. It's so important we get back into stadiums. So important. Even if it's only 50% full to start with, we've got to get back in.
On the upside, like Ian's pointed out, those 2 games are at home. Yeah. So if assuming that away fans are not going to be in the ground straight away, we're possibly going to be able to see both those local derbies, home and away, because by the time we get around to the away fixtures, we're going to be able to travel. Whereas I would imagine in August, opposition fans aren't going to be able to travel. So that may give us a benefit. That may benefit us a little bit, particularly, that early season optimism and everything else, and excitement of getting back in the grounds and everything else. You would hope that the atmosphere is going to be pretty good for those first few games, particularly if we could get off to a decent start. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good to get the Wednesday game out of the way, and they are on the backsides, aren't they, Wednesday? Let's be fair. And unless there's something spectacular happens over the summer, I think they're going to remain on the backsides, certainly for the start of the season. They may pick up later on, but so it's like we said earlier on in the podcast, it's a great time to play them, and it's nice to get those games out early, like I said, and like we said as well earlier on. Those 2 games are followed by an away trip to Lincoln, which is always a great away day, assuming, hopefully, by that time, maybe we can start going.
All ifs and buts.
All ifs and buts, yeah.
Yeah. Any other games that stand out for you, Ben? Obviously, the derbies and the Boxing Day games are obviously key ones. Is there anything else you've looked at the fixture list that sort of stands out? Teams you're worried about, threatened by, think could be easier than other people might think they would be?
I mean, they all just look like League One teams to me, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but like I don't see anyone challenging us, and I know that's not going to be true. It's so hard to tell because I didn't watch League One last season. I don't think anyone outside of League One fans watched League One.
Watch playoffs.
So I didn't even watch playoffs. It's hard to tell, man. Like, I don't know what quality is going to be like. I don't know. I don't even know what teams in there. I'm not going to lie.
You've got the fixture list.
I have got the fixture list.
So, I mean, basically, we could sum this podcast up really on the basis that this is who we're playing this season, which you already know, and none of us have got any idea what's going to happen. So 49 minutes we're into it, and that's basically a summary of what's been said so far.
I know, but it's exciting. It's fixture list day.
It is.
It's like last day of term. where it's exciting, but it's still like 6 weeks away when we can get excited for.
To be fair, I didn't realise it was last day of term because if I'd known, I bought my games. Sorry.
Talk about the kit. We've only released the home kit so far. I am a big fan. A lot of people on Twitter are big fans, certainly. Mick, you're not such a big fan, which I'm surprised at.
No, I'm not a big fan.
You weren't a fan of that kit you've gotten to start with, to be fair.
I like this one. Now I've got it. I'm not a big fan, and I'll tell you for why. I'm not a fan of pinstripes. If it were blue, it'd be a Wednesday kit. You know what I mean? That's exactly the kit that they had not 2 seasons ago, only in blue. I don't know, whatever. I don't care about kits, to be honest with you. I'm not really bothered as long as it's got white sleeves. If it's got red sleeves, that's a definite no. But other than that, yeah, I'm not a fan particularly. I'll end up with one, I will. But there you go.
Yeah. Ben, new kit. Are you same as Mick?
I don't like it.
No.
It's a Wednesday kit. It's not a Rotherham kit. Is that the first time I've ever had stripes?
No, we had it in 88, 90, something like that. We went league wearing it in 80s.
I don't know. I
Mick
think
should know that.
The thing is, the problem with changing kits every year is you churn out same design after design after design. It's the Wednesday shirt with the Rotherham badge and colour change. That's all it isn't sponsor. It's just the same designs. Why can't we change kits every 2-3 years? And then we get more exciting designs. It's just it's crap sometimes because not to look forward to. Keepers have no designs on the kit. It's either black, purple, green, or black, purple, green. Rubbish. Kits are rubbish. I don't get it. It baffles me. It really does.
You wanting to bring back some 90s goalkeepers kits?
Yeah.
Because they were
fun, man. The football nowadays is quality crap, and we need some entertainment. We need some entertainment, man. They kids. Need someone.
Do you want a kit like that? Keepers kit like that?
That's amazing. Yeah? Why not? Why did we stop? I love that.
It got all. It's when teams started to get all scientific. Like Chelsea had a luminous pink for a goalkeeper's kit because apparently it spreads better in human eye. It looks bigger for some reason. So they had a few seasons where they had a certain colour of kits and things such as that. So I think that's why they sort of trying to get clever with it, didn't they?
Yeah, whatever.
I'm a fan. I'm interested to see what the other films like. Ian Bradley doesn't like pinstripes either. Just fair enough.
Ian's a similar age to me, so maybe it's an age thing.
Yeah. I think Ian Bradley has also said good luck to Sean and the crew, and he says good luck to Robertson at Portsmouth. I don't think Ben agrees with that one.
Good luck, man. Good luck. Just good luck. That's what I'm going to say. Good luck. We do.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah,
good luck. Okay. I think that is all I have on my list. Is there anything else that I have missed that you want to talk about?
No, I mean I've covered everything I wanted to cover. Jack Grealish, covered that. We've covered Harry Kane. I'll talk about that. So no, I mean, like you, I don't get quite as excited as you do for fixture release day. But it's nice to see we're playing on the key dates, and we've covered that and some good games to look forward to at those key times. So I just can't wait. I want to get back to New York Stadium, mate. I just want to get back into New York Stadium, and I think that's basically, I probably speak for every single Rotherham United supporter when I say that. That's I don't care what division we're in. I just want to be back in there.
Yeah, we've got friendlies coming up as well. Good friendly fixture. We'll probably talk about those as and when they happen. Not far away. What 3 weeks away, I think, from the first friendly, something like that. So it's coming around quickly. The season, so we'll pop in and out with our episodes between now and the season starting. I don't think we'll have any more player meets or any former players on between now and the start of the season. But we'll see what happens. The fact that there's so many Euro games complicates things a little bit, doesn't it? Because we can't really do one of the Euros night because that's all difficult. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll keep an eye out for anything that comes up through those. So we'll leave it there. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe. And if you give us a thumbs up as well on the video, we would, again, very much appreciate that. And click the bell because then you get a reminder when we go live and when there's videos and stuff like that next to the subscribe button. Just thinking of you guys. So thank you very much. Ben?
Welcome.
What do you mean you're welcome?
I thought you were going to say thank you.
But I didn't, did I?
No. You just paused, so I didn't know what to say.
Do you know why I said it? Because I looked at you and I could tell you weren't concentrating on what I was saying. I did that good old-fashioned parents trick where you say half a sentence that you think you know what I'm going to say and I don't actually say it. Mick knows what I'm on about.
I know precisely what you're talking about.
So Ben, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And Michael, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just to point people towards the website as well. The website's now up and running. There's a shop on there which we're trying to just get a little bit of sell one or two bits and pieces. If anybody's got any ideas of stuff that you think might be on there that might sell, that you might be interested in buying, that'd be fantastic. We're obviously just trying to make a bit of money so we can pay for all this.
We're not trying to make a bit of money.
Well, we are. We're going to pay for. We're trying
to pay off what we're paying out.
Well, yeah. Sorry.
I am making no money on this. Where's my money?
How much are you spending?
We're trying to pay for the costs of the podcast.
Running costs.
Listen, at the minute I'm breaking even on this. So
there you are.
Yeah. Putting nothing in and getting nothing out.
Last time I checked, that's breaking even. That's a good businessman, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, but there is some good stuff on there from Lewis, Danny, and the IFC. Some decent blog posts as well. Fixtures are up on there. Hopefully, there'll be some other content on there as we go forward and get into the new season. So,
yeah, well, the Lewis Oldham put up this week a comparison of George Hurst and Matt Tubbs, two lone failures, and it's really good. It's a really good comparison. I sort of forgot about Matt Tubbs, but that comparison, there is a lot to compare on those two. So that's really interesting. If you haven't read that already, go and have a look.
Very ironic name, isn't it?
Such a child.
Right, isn't it? It's a very ironic name for how he's built.
I thought you were referring to you, Matt.
No.
I'm not harsh.
Not you. I'm just saying he's a perfectly fit name. That's how I'm
Okay. Moving on. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And thank you for watching on YouTube. We will see you all soon.
Freddy's on one-on-one. Freddy's fairly shoot container shot. Yeah!